So yesterday we did the unboxing and first impressions of the Dibea 2-in-1 rechargeable vacuum cleaner. Today we're going to do an endurance test. So we'll fully charge this and see how long it runs for and how much dirt it picks up. Okay, well I thought a video of me vacuuming might just be a little bit boring as it stands, so this is a chance for me to field test one of the other products I reviewed recently, which is the Thai Action Cam. So we're going to be doing first person view extreme vacuuming. Okay, well that was interesting. So we ran that test for a total of 17 minutes and I managed to get around the whole house on a full charge, perhaps not as thoroughly as I should have done, but I would say there's probably about another 10 or 12 minutes left in the battery, judging by how it sounded like it was going. It was starting to slow down, probably just a tiny little bit, but not a great deal. So I reckon we probably get 40 minutes out of this at a push, 30 minutes probably with relative ease. So what was good about it? Well, I found it very maneuverable. It got into all of the tight corners, it got underneath chairs, underneath tables and things like that. That was really good. It was light, it was easy to handle, it didn't feel particularly tiring to use. Let's have a look at how much dirt we got. So we've managed to pick up this bag of fluff, which is pretty good. So I think that's probably fluff that the other vacuum cleaner, our main vacuum cleaner, has already missed. So what was not quite so good? Well, a couple of things. So I found it a little bit difficult to empty this cup. Where this dust is quite fluffy, it did tend to get jammed in the top part here, so I had to get my fingers in there and clean it out. It wasn't a big deal, but I did have to pick out some of those bits of fluff from the dust cup there. It's not got massive capacity, so I would say this is probably a vacuum cleaner for occasional cleanups more than it is for doing your entire house. I guess if you're vacuuming every day, you're not going to be picking up as much dust as this anyway, so maybe that's the way to deal with it. Here's another thing that was a little bit of a problem. Anything that's stringy tends to wrap around this rotary brush here, and so hair and fibrous things like cotton and so on will tend to wrap around this rotary brush, and that will need to be picked off every time and removed carefully, torn away. So that's a little bit of a faff, but I think that's probably going to be something which happens with any kind of rotary brush type vacuum. So it's not a particular failing of this machine, it's just If you like, it's a feature of this kind of device. The only other slight problem I had is that there's a little bit of a tendency for this electrical socket here to pop out and come detached, and it comes out of this end bit here. This is the power takeoff, which engages with a little plug here and powers the motor that runs the rotary brush. Now that did actually unclip from here and pop out at one point, but I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't actually properly clipped home in the first place. Oh, there it goes again. So there's a little bit of a tendency for that clip there to pop out, but it does just push back into place, so not a big deal. But it's only seems to be held in place with a little plastic clip, and so a bit of a tendency for that to pop out. Other than that, I'd say I'm quite pleased with this. It's lightweight, powerful, it's very maneuverable, and it seems to do the job quite well. So there are links down below to find this on GearBest. Those are affiliate links, so if you click and buy that way, I do make a small commission. If you object to that idea, then please feel free to Google this up and not use my links at all. So I hope that's been useful. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.